Yo, what is up, guys? I'm looking a little rough. I just woke up. Feeling a little sore as well. Kind of just beaten up today. But we're going to deadlift right now. So we got to get it done. This is episode 2 of the daily grind. So I'll see you guys in the gym. And then the topic of today's video is 5 things I wish I knew before I started lifting. I'm going to give you guys some advice if you're just starting out on your fitness journey, or things that can help you once you've already started. So I started the workout with deadlifts. I was supposed to do 455 for 3 because last week I did it for 2 sets of 2, but it just felt really heavy. Only got it for 1. So to make up for it, I just tried to salvage the workout, and I did 345 for 3 sets of like 7 on these touch and go deadlifts. And the key to this is just like keeping the tempo. It almost is like an RDL, definitely like blast your hamstrings. But when I can't move the weight that I need to, I still try to keep up the intensity and lift as heavy as possible, even if it's a little bit higher reps. Oh man, well, that's a wrap on the workout. Absolutely gassed right now. It was so hot in there, it was just super sweaty. And I've just kind of been sore, just because I've been training so hard lately, especially with running on top of lifting. But despite that, still got a good workout, got a good pump, as you'll see here. And on that note, I'm gonna head home, eat, then go to work, and I'll catch up with you guys after work, where I'm gonna go over the topic of this video and go for a run. I just got off work. It's pretty late, pretty dark out as well. Hopefully you can see me. I didn't really have any other time to like do this video. It's pretty busy today. But as I mentioned, the theme of this video, the topic will be 5 things I wish I knew before I started lifting, or 5 things that you should know before you start lifting. First up, I would say to track your progress. This might actually be the most important. So I think one big issue is people don't track their weights and their reps and sets each week. And so what you kind of run into is you try to remember what you did last week, but that can kind of be hard to remember all that, and it's just easier to write down. Like, why wouldn't you make it easier for yourself? And then another aspect of this is progressive overload, which is increasing weight, sets or reps each week, because that's pretty much how muscle growth works. There's a few aspects that go into it, like time under tension, overall volume, and like training to failure. But progressive overload is like the main mover of hypertrophy, muscle growth. So tracking really helps with that. I'll show how I track. I have this Google Doc that I've had for like 3 years that I just put every weight, every set and rep of all my exercises in for like the last 3 or 4 years, and it's really helped me, and it keeps your progress continual all the time. You're always progressing, even if the weight's not moving up each week, the reps and sets are, and this will ensure you get the best gains. And then another little side part of this is to track your like physique. That definitely can help. Not only mentally, it can help you see the progress, because when you look at yourself every single day, you don't like notice the changes, but when you take pictures, you can look back a few months and be like, well, dang, I actually made a lot of progress. So that's another thing I would say: track your progress, track your physique. And then kind of in line with that is your overall volume, as I mentioned, is an aspect of muscle growth. And the thing here is, I'd say most people do more volume than they need, and volume is basically sets and reps each week. And as far as the best studies have shown, obviously you can take it with a grain of salt if you want to listen to scientific studies, but that is a good way to train. I mean, why not be the most efficient that you can? I'm not one of those like efficient science lifters only. I do like training hard and heavy, but it is important to like learn fundamental like facts. And what the studies have shown is you need about 10 to 20 sets per muscle group per week. So I'd say most people start out with way too much volume, and they still do way too much. Especially in the newbie stages, when you first start out, you really don't need much volume at all. Literally any weight you do, it's going to produce gains, because you're just so new to training, your body isn't used to it at all. And yeah, I just say a lot of people do way too much volume, and it's like training it's not training harder than you need to, but it's just training more than you need to. It's like, why would you accrue more fatigue when you could just get more gains with less? Be more efficient. And then kind of in line with that is training harder. I know that kind of seems like contrasting, but it actually makes more sense. The less volume you do, the more you can focus on each set and just go like laser super hard on each set and rep. And like I said, at first you don't need to be training balls to the wall. You don't need to be like killing yourself in the gym, but later on you're going to need to develop training hard, because a lot of people just go in the gym, they don't track. Each week they do the same exact weight and they're not pushing themselves. If you really want to get maximum gains, you got to push yourself. And not only will this give you physical gains, it'll also give you mental gains. It really like instills discipline and like hard work in you. But yeah, definitely train harder. That's a really key aspect. People they're lazy in the gym. Like they skip legs. They don't want to train hard or heavy, which you don't have to do, but it definitely helps. And they don't train as hard as they need to. And the fourth thing here I'd mention is diet. Specifically, don't force feed yourself. I know everyone out there just wants to get as big as possible, as fast as possible, but it really isn't worth it. I mean, most of the time people do bulks and they just eat like crap and they just get fat. They think, oh, if I bulk, I'll get a lot of muscle and then I'll cut down and reveal it. It's like most of the time these idiots that bulk, they get to like 250, maybe like more realistically, they bulk up to 200 pounds and they're a short little dude. Or not that tall. It's like, you should not be that heavy, and most of it is a muscle. You just look fat and flabby. It's like, you don't need to be shredded abs all the time, but you don't need a like heavy hard bulk. I more so would support a slow surplus. They call it like main gaining, but I'd say eat a little more than you're maintaining off of, especially at first. You got to put on you gotta eat more than you need if you want to put on size and muscle. But I just would never do a crazy dirty bulk. And then like specifically with this, don't force feed. It's never worth like throwing up just trying to get the like friggin' third bowl of cereal down for the day. And then not to mention, this is like bad for actual overall health. You're not getting your micronutrients if you're just eating crap burgers and all this cheese and sugar. It's like, you still need to eat your fruits and veggies, because fitness, lifting should be about overall fitness as well. You should be healthy in your blood work and your actual like body running well, not just getting fat. And then yeah, just don't force feed yourself eating at 3 a.m. in the morning. Like the only guys that need to be doing that is like power lifters who really need the size, or guys who are competing. Like they're at a more serious level. And my final thing I wish I knew before I started lifting is enjoy the process. I've always loved lifting, but this is more so, don't take it for granted when you first start out, because not only will you see the best gains at first, that's probably when you'll enjoy it the most. When you first get in and develop the passion for lifting, really cherish that, and hopefully you can keep that passion all the way through your life when you still lift. As you can tell, I love lifting, I love fitness, I love motivating others and like informing others. So keep that passion and enjoy the process. Everyone wants quick results, they just hop on steroids, but the real reward is the slow journey to get to that physique, because as with most things in life, once you get what you've been wanting, you just want something else like after that. So just really enjoy the process. And yeah, that would be my 5 things I wish I knew before I started lifting. And now I'm about to run. I'm gonna do the pretty much the whole test for the police training here, and I'll show you guys my results after. Gotta do 35 sit-ups in a minute. Got 37. Then you do a 300-meter dash in 62 seconds. Got 45 seconds. And then you have to get 26 push-ups in a minute. Got like 55. And then it finishes with a 1.5 mile run, 13:15. But I was just gassed, so I didn't run, but I still have a few more days to practice. I'll run again then. But that's gonna be a wrap on the video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you're new here. Hopefully get one of these videos out every week. And if you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Peace.